So you know about this Congresswoman Ilhan Omar from Minnesota, right? So we reported a few days ago that she gave her husband's business close to $3 million while she was running for reelection this fall. There's the husband, okay? Tim Minette. He's the owner of the E Street Group. So Omar, who raises about $6 million to run, gives half of it to Tim for consulting. Consulting. Here, Tim. So who do you think that $3 million benefits? Might it be Miss Omar? Come on. This is the biggest scam in the world, but it's legal. All right, so the law says if you are a sitting congressperson, you can't hire family members, but during the campaign, you can. Not when you're in office, but when you're campaigning, you can. So Tim gets $3 million. Now, there is no better illustration of corruption at the federal level than this. So Omar raises $6 million, a lot of it from California, Hollywood money. She's a member of the Squad, the far left socialists. She's a racist, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Let me put it this way. She says racist things. I don't want to be like the opposite. I'm not going to call anybody a racist. That was wrong, and I apologize. She says racist things. Let me give you an example of one thing she said. Go.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. And so if fear was the driving force of policies to keep America safe, Americans safe inside of this country, we should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
Skin color. It's what it's all about for her. All right. So that was the scam. I call, very respectfully, by the way, very respectfully, Kenny Marchant, congressman from Texas. There's Kenny, former mayor of Carrollton, Texas, a suburb of Dallas. And Kenny represents suburbs between Dallas and Fort Worth. So Kenny is on the House Ethics Committee. In fact, he's the minority chair, Kenny Marchant. So we say to his staff, Bill O'Reilly would like to speak to Kenny about an ethics situation. Kenny refuses to take the call. Now, if I were still doing the factor, you know darn well Kenny would have grabbed the phone out of the guy's hand. But now he doesn't really know what we do. And Kenny really can't be bothered speaking to a constituent, former constituent. I used to live in Dallas. Kenny wouldn't take the call. So what I wanted to ask Kenny was, do you think this is an ethical violation from Congresswoman Omar taking $3 million through her husband? You gotta look into it, Congressman Marchant. That's all. That's all I wanted to ask Kenny. Kenny wouldn't take the call. So you may want to catch up with Kenny. And here is where Kenny can be found. Put it up on the screen, please. All right. So there it is. 2304 Rayburn House, Office Building, Washington, D.C., 20515. Keep it up. Keep it up there so people, and I always recommend you watch with a pen and paper, Kenny Marchant. Now, if you do, and there's a phone number too, 202-225-6605. But it's better because you get on the phone, you get a recording or something. Better you just drop a postcard or something. Please be respectful. If you're writing in the name of the No Spin News and BillO'Reilly.com and the First TV, please be respectful to Congressman Marchant. But you can tell him, you can say, listen, you know, Bill O'Reilly wanted to talk to you about Congressman Omar. And we need an answer from the Ethics Committee. This is corruption. This is why the federal government is so corrupt, because they find these loopholes and enrich themselves. Congresswoman Omar is a phony. She's a radical left socialist who squeezed $3 million for her husband and herself out of the campaign. I mean, it's corrupt. That's what that is. And Kenny should be all over it, but Kenny doesn't really want to. Now, Nancy Pelosi just reelected as Speaker of the House. You think she's going to look into Congresswoman Omar? No, she's not. Nope. Because how many congresspeople have done this? I can't give you a number, but you know Omar's not the first one. This is an easy scam. But nobody's going to do anything about it. And that is why we have a corrupt federal government. And Kenny, you can make a comeback, man. I'm still like to talk to you. Maybe we'll do an interview here. Then Kenny do an interview with me on a factor he would claw to get on. But Kenny doesn't realize that millions of people are watching this program now. He doesn't know that. Let him know. I hate this. I hate corruption. I hate it. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. As you all know, the dollar is at a 10-year low, and November could spell real trouble. That's why I recommend you consider physical gold and silver, and the only company I do business with in this area is American Hartford Gold. You can call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you a free gold coin on your first qualified order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold's up over 40%, silver over 60%. So please don't wait. Call them now. 877-444-GOLD Gold. 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532.